Hello, it's Kirsten here, and today I want to answer a question that I actually get quite often. And the question is it absolutely necessary to stop all working out when I am recovering from hypothalamic amenorrhea? And I have talked about this topic briefly in my other videos, but not in as much detail as I'm going to do today. And because this question keeps coming up all the time, it's probably the most asked question after how to accept my body and how to accept the weight gain. I am going to talk about it again. Here's the thing. I have seen people recovering from hypothalamic amenorrhea even if they keep working out. So there are people who used to work out maybe like 6 days a week, 6 hours per week, and now they cut back to 3 to 4 hours a week. And then there are people who worked out maybe the same amount, but then they cut back to daily walking, yoga 2 or 3 days a week, or some Pilates or some light stretching. And what I have seen is that those who took the shorter route, who cut back much more, also recover much faster. And that's a fact. So I've seen people who maybe cut back their workouts like 50%. They still do some running. They still do some weightlifting. And they wait maybe like 9 months or 10 months or 12 months. Or they get tired at one point from waiting and they say, okay, I am just going to quit and see what happens. And what often happens is that their period comes in 6 weeks or 8 weeks, much faster soon after they stop doing any intense workouts. Then those people who cut back more, they cut back and they only stick with walking and with yoga and with other light forms of exercise that I just mentioned. These people get their periods back in general much faster than those who didn't make that big step or that didn't take that big step. So I have seen actually someone who got her period back in 4 weeks after she stopped high intensity workouts, after she stopped weightlifting. It took her 4 weeks. And think about it, this could be you. Instead of waiting for like 12 months, being totally frustrated all the time, thinking all the time, when is it going to come back? Is this the right thing to do? When? What else can I do? How else can I speed up the process? Should I go get acupuncture? Should I take these herbs? One thing I want to say though is that I would never tell anyone to not move their bodies at all. I don't think this is fine. I have seen this advice given to people with hypothalamic amenorrhea saying that just stay home, stay in bed or lie on the couch for the next month or two, but you don't know how many months it's going to be. And I don't think this is healthy for any individual to be completely sedentary for several months, because human beings are meant to move. We just have to reduce the amount of movement that we're doing. To be healthy, you don't have to do HIIT workouts. You don't have to run to be healthy. You have to keep moving. And that's why I highly recommend that you go on walks. Maybe walk like 30 minutes to an hour, even more if you are feeling good. If it's a nice and slow walk and really enjoyable, if you're not like pushing uphill or going speed walking, then this is absolutely fine and this is absolutely healthy. Another thing, I think yoga and stretching are really, really awesome and great for the body. Yoga is a great way to still strengthen your body because being strong is actually healthy. You just don't have to lift weights at the gym every day. You can find more moderate approach for the time being. And I find stretching very important too, because chances are that when you don't move as much anymore, you sit more, you get more tight and your muscles get more tight and you need to stretch it out to avoid later injuries. I know for me right now, I had like extremely tight psoas muscle and I'm getting some back pain right now. And I don't want it to happen to you. I don't want you to get injured later when you start working out. Just keep your body moving, just do like gentle movements. You can still stay healthy and you can still fit while working towards your recovery. I really recommend that you take the faster route to recovery, that you stop doing high intensity workouts, running and also weightlifting, because you're gonna get to your goal faster. And here's why it's important. Your health is probably seeing already some damage. And even more so if you haven't had your period for a longer time. For years, or maybe like myself for 10 years, I didn't have my period. And chances are that you have done something to your bones. Also, the rest of your health. You're probably feeling tired. You may be sleep deprived. you may be really exhausted. You may have bad constipation. You have no sex drive. All these things are probably happening to you. Wouldn't it be nice to not suffer from things like that and to get your health back on track faster? So to do that, I recommend you take the faster route. You drop most of your exercise and only stick with the things that you need to do to keep your body moving and still keep your body healthy, while not ruining the progress that you're making towards getting your period back. Last thing that I want to mention is that some people make the mistake of working out more in order to be hungrier and then therefore to eat more, because they know that they have to eat more calories, so they want to be hungrier. And I don't recommend you do that, because I know that you may be thinking that, no, working out is good for my brain and for my mood, but for your body, it's stress. It is going to elevate your cortisol level, your stress hormone, and you don't want to have stress. I mean, we're all going to have some stress anyway, but you don't want to add to that what's already happening in your body. You really want to calm your body down. But if you keep working out, this is not happening. You are getting the stress response, and no matter how much you eat, you cannot undo that. So my advice to you is to cut back exercise and still keep eating a lot so that your body can calm down. It knows that there's no emergency and your period will be back sooner. So these are my thoughts. I do recommend that you cut out all exercise that is intense. At the same time, don't worry too much if you have to run to catch a bus or if you took like a short bike ride. These are not going to ruin your progress, but just don't work out. Don't do like intense stuff every day. Find ways to calm your nervous system down, your body down, and your period will be back. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I would love to help you out, and I will share all the knowledge that I have about hypothalamic amenorrhea. So shoot me an email or comment this video. Send me all the questions you have. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.